Welcome back to more Frostpunk 2. Just logged back in. We're on week 32 of the first chapter. That isn't the prologue. If you haven't seen the prologue, go check that out. Or the first part of this chapter is the last episode, so you can go check that out as well. So, yeah, we need to continue. We are currently working on asbestos lining because everyone was in favor of that. I don't think anyone is against not getting sick. So, that is a good thing to do. We're going to have that done in about 9 weeks, and then we'll be able to move on from there. So, the next quest we got, however, was a place to settle differences. Build the council hall. So, let's go ahead and do that. Construct buildings, central council hall. That goes in the center. So, that will take its time to build. And that's what we want. We want this to build up as quickly as possible. We're already at 30% in the 30 seconds we've been waiting, so it'll be there pretty quickly. Council hall is almost done. We're over 250 in coal. We're stockpiling. I think stockpiling is going to be a huge benefit to us later on in the campaign, in this chapter, really. So we're demanding 80 goods, however, though. So there are two things we're still trying to fix. And that's housing. We're at 9. We need 108 demanded. We're at 95. So we need to get another housing district somewhere. And then we've also got goods. We demand 80. We are outputting 50. So let's see. Anticipation fills the air as the council opens. The captain ruled with a firm hand for years, but those times died with him. Now the communities of the city want their say. The stalwarts maintained order on behalf of the captain and adhere to what they claimed was his vision for New London: progress, merit, and reason. The New Londoners and Frostlanders clash over their survival strategy, though neither has a firm stance on economic or social issues. Then there are those who view the stalwarts with contempt for their role in New London's history, but they keep to the shadows, for now. Based on your handling of the coal crisis, the first decision is whether you should maintain your role as steward. I handled the coal crisis fine. We got through it in like 10 minutes, which is like 10 weeks in this game, but I think we got through it pretty quickly. Most people would have friggin' in politics taken 7 years. Just saying. When you return to the council in the future, you'll be able to propose new laws to vote upon, but for now a special vote needs to happen. The communities of New London have to accept you as their leader. Be careful. If you fail, this will be the end of your rule. I'm currently accepted. So we can click on delegates to view their profile. You can do Frostlanders, New Londoners, and stalwarts. So we have 422. Hesitant 74. Stalwarts are open to keeping me around. The Frostlanders and the New Londoners are mostly hesitant. So let's negotiate with so their terms are to build a blasting coal mine, an automated logistics bay, a mechanical factory, or one of them. So I mean, we could. Well, we're already doing that, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to give them their terms of building a blasting coal mine. We're already doing that, so we're going to accept that. Let me turn off. I'm recording videos, so I don't want this on. I need to turn that off once we're done here. I'm not going to recruit them because obviously they're not going to be able to vote. Frostlanders. Vote for. We're going to bribe them and give them that. There's your vote. I gave him 90. 95. Because I promised them a couple of things like I was going to build anyway. So that's where we're at. The steward, you shall remain then. Good. There are challenges ahead. Expanding coal extraction is a great success, but the vein will only last so long. We need to explore the Frostland for a permanent source of fuel. Otherwise, the city will have no future at all. You need to reach beyond your city to not only survive, but to thrive. Logistics districts give access to the Frostland. Keep in mind that they may only be constructed in place of old waste station at the edge of any city or colony area. By exploring the world outside the capital city, you can provide your people with nearly everything they need. You can switch between the Frostland view and the city view by clicking the button in the top right corner. So, we have two things here that we need to do. We need to research weather adjusted shifts and build one blasting coal mine building, which we are currently doing. Right here. We don't need... You're one of the 5 people that disagree with that statement, ma'am. So I guess what we need to do now is actually build another blasting coal mine. Here. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and take care of that. We need to research weather adjusted shifts after we research asbestos lining. In the meantime, let's start working on the logistics district. Where is that gonna go? On an old waste station. Oh. Okay, so we've got to frost break over to here. That's what we gotta do. The New Londoners are delighted you kept your word. They now look upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. We got ongoing frost breaking over here. Need to get over to the old waste station. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Because I'm waiting to see. I gotta wait on asbestos lining before we do weather adjusted shifts. The frost breaking is done here. Let's go ahead and run it out to here. We're almost there. I'm actually getting there a little quicker than I thought. I thought it would take 3 full before we were even close. Heat demand is increased.
Additional layers. A cold season is imminent.
Okay. So this frost breaking is taking its time. These mines are significantly increased by coal. Get that permanent fuel source, we'll be good to go. Resources. worker shifts. Weather adjusted, machine centric, or machine centric. I kind of like, in our current situation, I like weather adjusted. Now, in 50, 60, 70 weeks, is that going to be my same opinion? I don't know. We got the frost breaking going on where we need to put that. Trying to have the thing down by the time the council makes. I don't think that's going to happen, though. We're almost there. I think we're about to have a council meeting regardless. It's going to be right here together. All right, logistics meeting, or logistics district is done. Law proposal. Guard enforcers, stewards, militia. For a 70 or 74, 66 hesitant against 27. Kind of just reading through the laws here. Basic necessities such as food rations are customarily provided without compensation, but practices can differ from place to place. Oh boy. A lot of the hesitants moved. We got close. 54, majority rules. Freeloaders, lazy pigs just wanting handouts.
The delegates have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
That's not my opinion. It's some random dude's opinion in the city. Got a really good stockpile going. 365 a day? That's excellent. 2 weeks, 4 days on the logistics district. We're about 4 weeks out. Yeah, 3 weeks out on the weather just shifts. Seaward, some of the coal deposits in this district will soon run low. The stalwarts and the New Londoners, Jesus, believe they can use explosives to access deeper veins of coal. The Frostlanders say we could send children for missed ore in the tidal tunnel. Some did this as kids themselves in the abandoned mine outpost and they survived unscathed. Should we support any of these ideas to extend the deposit? We're going to lay explosives. You know, I think once this logistics district is done, we turn that one off. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it is an idea. District is complete. We can now survey the frozen lands around New London and find a source of fuel to ensure its future. Exploration. Launch expeditions to discover locations of interest and resources you can harvest for the benefit of your city. You can select territories to explore by clicking on their name. To explore a territory, you need to allocate a certain number of Frostland teams who are stored from the logistics districts. Territories have difficulties that affect the cost, time, and threat level of their exploration.
Logistic district operational.
We're going to deactivate that.
Search for fuel will be launching shortly.
Go to the Frostland. We can go to the foothills, I guess. Possible findings. Prefabs, cores, Frostland dwellers. Over 30 years ago, the Imperial Exploration Company landed here to build the region generators. A few hastily dismantled piers stuck out of the ice, a faded reminder of their short-lived purpose. Overpopulation and dwindling fuel reserves forced many residents to take refuge in these temporary shelters built around a small hot spring. Its inhabitants wait for conditions to improve enough for them to return home. We're going to wait on that just a tad. And I think we go to the foothills, because that's coal. Launch expedition. Okay. The expedition has begun. And we wait on that to take place.